So let's talk about the all-inclusive of an all-inclusive. So the Jewel Grande Montego Bay is an all-inclusive resort. It's a resort and spa, technically. And today we're talking about all the things that are included in the all-inclusive. We're talking about food, we're talking about drinks, we're talking about all the restaurants, all the bars, and how good they are or not good, what you should get, what was really good, and the service. That's another huge piece for me is they can have great food, but if they have crappy service, I'm not gonna have as good of experience. So let's dive into it. So just to remind you, if you did not see the first video we talked about the resort layout and the room quality. This video, we're talking about the food. The next video, we're gonna be talking about the activities, pool, beaches, water rentals, all the fun stuff you can do there. And the fourth bonus video, I do a what does it look like to take a day trip to Doctor's Cave in Montego Bay, and is it worth the money? Because there are some charges to get there, and once you get there, you know, there's a decent amount of money to be spent. So we'll talk about those four. All those four will be available. So if you're watching this video right now, those other three are available. Go ahead and check them out if you're thinking about the Jewel Grande Montego Bay Resort. Okay, overall food pros. This is high level and then high level cons, and then we'll get into individuals, restaurants and foods overall. So overall food pros, most of the food is good. I enjoyed most of it. There wasn't really that many times where I was like, ugh, not really worth it. Jerk chicken, elite. It's on a different planet. It was really good here. It's really good all in Jamaica. The jerk chicken's amazing. Cons, desserts, nah, not a huge dessert person. My wife's very big into desserts and she wasn't blown away by a whole lot of them. No food pool service directly. They have food available very close to the pool, kind of right next to it, but you have to get out and you have to get it yourself and order it. They don't really run around and get you food specifically. Not a big deal. Just letting you know. The restaurants feel a bit small and can feel a little cramped at times, but remember, we are a party of 14, so we kind of stack everybody in there and we're hard for accommodating with that many numbers, and we do have kids and things like that. So just realize we're a bit of a unique. If you're going with 3 or 4 or 5, you probably won't feel this way, but some of the restaurants aren't huge, just a heads up. And all the restaurants feel warm except for Waves in the lobby. So the lobby is super air conditioned because it's the first thing you walk into and they want to leave a good impression right out of the gate. Waves, they have an outdoor and an indoor. If you're in the indoor, it's right across from the lobby bar and it is super chilled and super cool. The rest of the restaurants are kind of warm. You know, they don't really crank the AC, so realize, like when I start eating and my metabolism starts turning, like I was sweating like crazy at some of the restaurants, so that was just me, but heads up there. And okay, that's good for the overall pros and cons. So let's get into drinks. Another huge part of why people go to all-inclusives. Mixed drinks, heavy on the liquor, super heavy on the liquor. Be prepared that they're gonna be bitey. There's gonna be some faces when you're drinking them because, man, they kind of load up the liquor. The beer is a bit warmer than I like, unless you go to the lobby bar. The lobby bar it's air conditioned, and it also has the coldest beer. If you're getting the beer from tap, from like the pool bars, it's not as cold as I would like, just a heads up there. Red Stripe in cans, to me, from a cooler or from your fridge in your room, that's the best way to go. If you get a cabana, you will have Red Stripes in a cooler full of ice. They'll get super cold. So if you want cold beer, you're better off just finding where cans are and going that direction. Lobby bar has the best drinks. If you're looking for a place to get the coldest drinks, most unique, and ones that aren't just taste like liquor, lobby bar is where you're gonna wanna go for that, but we'll get into more specifics of each restaurant right now. Okay, so first restaurant I'm gonna talk about is Waves. So Waves is in the lobby. It is international cuisine. It is 6 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. Reservations are recommended. So we sat outside for this, and the tables, so we didn't have AC. It wasn't bad that night though, but because we were a larger party, they put us out there. The apps and entrees were very good. I thought the food was excellent. The desserts were good as well. This is one of the places that had good desserts and good food all around. The service was a bit slow, but we didn't feel that we weren't taken care of. So they were very attentive, but it took a little bit for the food to come out. The prime burger was exceptional. I eat burgers at a pretty good clip. I love a really good burger. And this burger was exceptional. It was very good. The bun was very good. Everyone in our party loved the food, including the kids. So the kids were also very happy, which is a huge plus, because if they're unhappy with the food, you know, it can kind of make it miserable for everyone. So that is Waves. So next is the Crickett's Beach Grill. It is kind of Tex-Mex. It's 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. There was no mention of reservations on the website. Because of the way it's set up, I don't think you'll need them. It's kind of right next to the clubhouse pool. I'm calling it the clubhouse pool because it's a pool right outside the lobby, or clubhouse as they call it. I don't think they don't have a name for it on the map, so that's what I'm calling it. It's a small amount of tables and chairs right next to the poolside bar. I didn't actually get food here, but I heard it was decent, and it was kind of just like the other end where the other pool is, where they had kind of the food right next to it. So. Le Bouchon, this is a steakhouse, 6 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. So another thing, most of the night restaurants don't open until 6 p.m. their time. I think it's Central Standard. I'm an early eater. We're usually like 4 p.m. Eastern eaters. So it was quite a bit later for what my body was used to. So just a heads up there. Reservations are recommended. Anyway, the food was good. They have a salad bar that you go kind of get yourself, and they have salad, they have all the toppings, they have seafood, they have breads, they have cheeses. The salad bar cheese tray thing set up is really cool, makes this restaurant really great. That was something different that I haven't run into in the resorts that I've gone to. The main courses and sides, they were good. The salad bar I think was elite, and I think the food in itself was pretty good. I would say the sides are okay, they're a bit bland. And the entire experience I think was good, and the food was consistent from the first time. So I think you're gonna have a good experience if you're looking for food here. Next is the Pierside restaurant. This is more of Asian cuisine, 6 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. Reservations are required. They have kind of two sections. They have a hibachi and an a la carte. So I'll start with the hibachi. It's really hot out here. They have these giant squares that they use fans to blow air around. I was in the corner for our first visit here for the hibachi table, and there was no air movement, and I was sweating like crazy. So it's really cool where the restaurant is because it's obviously right by the water, but it is hot. They have large fans, but they weren't pointing at me, so I was absolutely sweating. So my wife has some onion and garlic allergies, so that's pretty tough because a lot of people use onion and garlic to season their food. So they catered to her. The hibachi chef actually cooked all of her food first, so there was no cross-contamination, gave her all of her food, and then she cooked everybody else's food, which was really, really great, so she didn't get sick, which was amazing. I thought the hibachi was excellent. The food was very well cooked and had a lot of flavor. And the entertainment while cooking, I would say, was average. They certainly try. It was nothing crazy. I'd been to a couple of hibachis before, so it was fine, but the food I thought was excellent. The a la carte side, so we went back for just the 4 of us. So the first time at hibachi, there was all 14 of us. And then our family went back with just the 4 of us, and we did the a la carte side. So we had a table of 4. We sat outside on the pier, which was way better. It's not like you're not in the box of heat and right next to the grill. When you're out on the pier, you get a breeze, and it felt really, really great. Much cooler because of the breeze. It was a beautiful sunset as well at that time. And the appetizers, the sushi is actually only available for the hibachi side, but they gave us anyway because we asked for it. So heads up, if you're going back there for just sushi, the sushi's technically only supposed to be for the hibachi side. Main courses, 3 were great. I felt my chicken was a little undercooked. It just felt a bit rubbery, and I can't do any of that, so I actually pulled all the chicken out. I didn't say anything. I wasn't too concerned because I wasn't that hungry, but that's not great for me. The other 3 meals in our party, they said they were amazing, very good. Dessert, the cheesecake they said was very good. The mango lychee tasted like soap, and the coconut rice pudding was a no. So they got 2 out of 3. Once again, the desserts at some of these places, they're not too great. But if you're going there, the cheesecake is very good. Next up is the Moonstone. So this is Italian, 6 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. No mention of reservations. They seem to have a lot of outside seating. And then they also have some inside seating, but the outside seating, it kind of spans over the entire patio. We sat out on the patio in the front of the restaurant. Once again, we were a party of 14, so we had 2 different tables. They split us up because they couldn't put us all together. The bread was amazing. The appetizers were a 7 out of 10. The calamari was very good. So that was one of the appetizers that stood out to me. Main courses, everyone loved their main courses. The pizza was good. So I got I think it was a buffalo chicken pizza, and then I also got a slice of lasagna. I thought the lasagna was good. Everybody was very impressed with their food, and the pizza's decent. I mean, it's not super flavorful, but it's also not terrible. It doesn't taste like cardboard, so it's a nice in between. The desserts, the tiramisu will get you hammered. The liquor coming out of the actual tiramisu was insane. So just heads up there, if you're getting that, you could get pretty sloppy just from your dessert. The chocolate lava cake was good as well. My daughter said it tasted like an unhealthy Fiber One bar. So she said it was good. It's just, it kind of tastes like a Fiber One bar. So that is the Moonstone. The next is the Fiery Pelican Outdoor Grill. This is casual, 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. No mention of reservations here. This is a great lunch spot. You can get a quick service turnaround. There's a lot of fried food and lunch type foods. I believe this is the kitchen that provides the food for the beach cabanas as well. Chicken tenders were not good. If you're gonna order those, be prepared. They were pretty chewy. The wraps are excellent though. The jerk chicken and I think they have fish tacos. The fries are okay, and the burgers are amazing. So the burgers were top notch here, whether you get it from Waves or whether you get it from the Fiery Pelican Outdoor Grill. Everybody raved about the burgers being very, very good. The beef just seemed to be very good at this entire resort. So this is the place you would go at the other pool, at the Century Tower pool, to get your food, because it's right outside of the pool there, right next to kind of the poolside bar. The next is the jerk chicken station. So this kind of changes. It either is up on the patio or they have it down by the beach. When it's up on the patio, it's right next to the Pelican Outdoor Grill, or it's at the beach, kind of right where it comes off the patio portion or the walking portion. Lots of chicken with sides of rice and potatoes and other Jamaican type foods. And then they also have like pourable jugs of like local drinks, which were good as well. But this is a hot spot. If you're going to Jamaica, you got to try the jerk chicken if you're into chicken, and it's really good every time. It's very well cooked. It's never undercooked. And they kind of have the whole process down. Really good. So Lobby Bar, this is the best place you want to go once again for getting drinks. It's bar and tapas, 10 a.m. to 1 a.m. The tapas menu is 5:30 p.m. to 10 p.m. It has the coldest drinks at the resort. It is air conditioned. It has the best bartenders at the resort, coldest beer and best mixed drinks at the resort, and the kids can sit at the bar with their parents with no real fuss from the bartender. So no issues. We had a couple of the kids sitting up there when we were just waiting to get into the Waves restaurant before we had our reservation, and they wouldn't say anything. Once again, the beer on tap's cold, the mixed drinks are of high quality, even the slushy, fruitier drinks that are a little bit more difficult, they never were bitey like, holy crap, this is way too much liquor. The bartenders at the Lobby Bar are excellent. Rum Runner Bar. This is the poolside bar by the Century Pool. It's 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. This is the loud pool bar. So the Century Pool is more of the party pool where they have a lot of the activities, the water volleyball. What I'm calling the clubhouse pool is more low key. And a quieter bar. It's always crowded, and this pool has all the activities, music, so the bar was jamming all day long. So this Rum Runner Bar also has the seats in the pool at the bar, so they're always crowded because that's just the cool thing to do. And then they have an outdoor portion. I always struggled with service at this bar. One, it was always crowded, and two, I just don't feel like the service was great at the Rum Runner Bar. But if you spend all day there, I'm sure they cater to you, so certainly check that out if that's the pool you want to be at. The Ortanique Cafe and Juice Bar. This is the juice bar that's in the spa. You do not have to go to the spa to go to this juice bar. I did not head over here. It's 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. It's located in the spa in the gym building, so the gym's in the same building as the spa. Once again, you don't have to have a spa appointment to go to the gym or go to this juice bar. You can go here at any time. The juice bar is for post-spa or post-workouts. The juice bar can be used by everyone, like I stated. I did not get to go here though. The Sugarcane Coffee and Ice Cream. So 6:30 a.m. to 10:30 p.m. The coffee in all forms was amazing. I don't drink coffee, but everybody in the family raved about the coffee, both at this coffee place and the other one I will get to. And then the treats in the coffee shop, to me, were okay. The banana bread was fine. The donuts I heard were amazing. I didn't get a chance to get them. They weren't ever available when I went in to get them. And the ice cream I heard was okay. You're better off getting the ice cream from the soft serve machine, which I will tell you about. Which was actually at the clubhouse pool. So if you go to that bar at the clubhouse, that has a soft serve ice cream machine. Go there, because the one in the Sugarcane Coffee and Ice Cream is hard scooped ice cream. Depends on what you're into though. Silver Cafe, this is the other coffee shop that's in the Silver Tower. The Sugarcane Coffee and Ice Cream is in the Century Tower. Yeah, this is a smaller coffee shop, 6:30 to 8:30 as well, and it's the bottom of the Silver Tower. You can grab it. It was great for us because we could grab I grabbed tea in the morning, unsweet iced tea, and my daughter got coffee. She said the coffee was excellent. Orchids, that's also in the Century Tower. This is international. This is the buffet. So the breakfast from 7 to 11. Annoyance with this is they didn't open breakfast on time. When we were flying out the morning, we got there right at 7 o'clock. They didn't actually open, or they weren't ready for guests till 7:20, almost 7:30. That's a bit disappointing. Like, you should be open on time. So one thing about the resort is you can leave a review that goes directly to them. I left that review, I filled it out completely. I put about there were some of the restaurants not opening up on time, and they actually emailed me back from an actual person and let me know that they passed that on to the appropriate people and they were working on being better. So they take their reviews very seriously, which is excellent. So at the Orchids, the lunch is 12:30 to 2:30, dinner is 6 to 9:30, and this is kind of a casual. This is more casual than anything else. I only had breakfast at Orchids. It was good, lots to choose from. The way the layout was is kind of annoying because when you're waiting in line at the 2 stations to get omelets or eggs made up for you, they don't have eggs setting out. So you can't just go get eggs and put them on your plate. Everything has to go through like the omelet station, which is right in line where the servers come in and out of the back kitchen. So the layout's not great because you kind of feel like you're always in people's way. That was annoying. Overall, the food was good though. The breakfast was good, the service was good, juices and things like that were all available, French toast, all the good stuff. They had fried plantains, lots of breads to choose from, cereals, fruits, and things like that. But it gets pretty jammed up in the morning as well, so get ready, and it's a pretty large room as well. But overall, I thought the food was pretty good. The in-suite dining, we did it for breakfast once, and then my daughter and her boyfriend got a couple things. The food was terrible, but the service was quick and fine, so they got the food to you pretty quickly, but I didn't think the service was that great. The breakfast we got wasn't that good at all. The eggs felt a little undercooked for my liking, so we ended up going to Orchids pretty much every morning for breakfast, and we didn't really get any in-room dining at night because we were out at the restaurants. So that is all of the food. So just to talk about it again, the food overall was mostly good. The service was okay. To me, service was kind of like a 7 out of 10. Sometimes we had amazing service and had no issues. Other times I thought it was a bit slow and just a bit they didn't care. I still have not found a resort or an island that has better service than Mexico. Every time we go to Cancun, it is absolutely elite service and their food is very good. This place, the food was really good, except for the desserts were a little hit and miss, and the service was above average. Average being 5 out of 10, I would say it's 6 or 7, hits it because most of the time I felt pretty happy with the service, but sometimes I thought it was a bit mixed. Once again, if you're into drinking, the beer is coldest in the lobby bar if you're worried about chilled, and if you want drinks that don't make you turn your head, you probably want to head to the lobby bar as well. The only disappointing thing about that is if you're at the pool, you have to get out and go to the clubhouse. If you're at the Century pool, that's quite a hike away from you to get good, decent drinks. The Rum Runner Bar and the clubhouse pool bar, to me, both were similar in the bartenders being but I drink quite a bit of beer and it just wasn't that cold. So that's kind of everything for food and what I ate, and the all-inclusive part of the all-inclusive of the Jewel Grande Montego Bay Resort in Jamaica. If you have any comments or questions, certainly leave them down below. Remember, I have a resort and room quality video. I have this of everything I ate and drank, and then a video about activities and all the things I did, and then also a day trip to Doctor's Cave. So certainly check those out, and we will catch you on the next one.